All right, hey y'all, I want to provide you a quick update as to where I'm at in the in my journey to becoming a real estate agent. So today is Saturday. It's day after Valentine's Day. Man, we had a packed house with kids yesterday, tea parties and things, and so cool to be a girl dad, man, and work in an area of sales where you kind of able to have some flexibility and work from the home and be involved. And so I always love working in the industry of sales, right? I think it's the best industry to be in. And so even as I look into doing sales, full commission, being on my own, I'm so looking forward to it. Being able to really control, add some more control to my income. So I finished up the last course. I'm on course 5 of 6. Super excited. I'm almost there, y'all. I'm gonna share a couple of things that I've just learned over these last months, man. I've been trying to get this thing done, but having being full-time work, involved parent, church, ministry, it's just, man, you talking about trying to find time, and it's been challenging to carve time to study, to move into a new career path. And things at work are going great, and so I think that's the one thing, if you're looking to make a transition out of a career, you're like, man, you have to stay really focused on what your goals are. If your goal is to make a transition and go somewhere else, I think there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do it how we've always done it, man. We just feet first, wham, get in there. And this time we're trying to be a little more wise. I think I guess I say wise because we've done that several times, and man, God's blessed us. He's walked us through it, and we've made it, right. We've learned, and it's been great. I want to make a transition this time that won't just detrimentally hurt us financially, right? Where we're on the edge of just fear and running crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been there, and I don't want to do that again. And so we want to make a wise transition. We've played this game called cash flow, and we played this game for years, and just getting our mind set for wealth mentality, right? And investments in business. And what I've learned from just playing that game, it's you leverage you leverage your job, your current job, wherever you have, right? You leverage that to be able to build a residual income that surpasses your expenses, and then you're out of the rat race, right? And so what I find challenging about what I do now is that I feel like it's limited. I have blown sales out of the water and didn't make any money, right? And I think that's just how corporate America likes to play the game, right? And I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. And so we figured, well, let me put myself in a better income generating vehicle to then, continue to build residual income. See, active income is when you trade your hours for dollars. And whether I'm trading my hours for dollars for a job, right, a W-2, even when I go to self-employed, I'm still trading hours for dollars, right? But typically your dollars are a lot higher, and I can work off dollars a lot higher than dollars not being high. and truthfully, right, I could have went to some other sales industry where they pay a lot more, right? Like I'm in industrial sales, and industrial sales, I think it's an old market, it's an old area, and it's just tried and true, right? It's industrial. It is what it is. It's not like some of these super fancy high tech sales where turnover is quick, but money is massive. Like, I've talked to folks who sell software. They make a lot of money. They make a lot of money. But it comes with its own stresses, right? It's its own type of thing. And there's different types of sales jobs out there. So if you're looking to get into sales, look into it. It's not, you don't have to just knock on doors, go home to home. That's B2C. There's B2B. There's software sales. There's industrial sales. There's all sorts of sales. If there's a product or a service that most businesses have, they have to have sellers to sell those, right? And so there's all kind of sales out there. Take a look. Just take a look if you found this video. But I've been learning about the Texas. I'm in Texas promulgated contracts right now, going through the 1 to 4 family contract. Can't really see it, but can I get it? No, my light. The 1 to 4 family contract. Been going through that, doing the third party financing addendum. The loan assumption addendum is what I'm going through right now, but I want to just stop so I could just make this video, just really give y'all an update. This is, I've been learning a lot. One thing that I would love to have if there's a mortgage broker or somebody who's watching this, I want to get some feedback on some of these financing options. What I found out too is that, listen, we're learning how to really kind of go through and speak to a contract, but we're not lawyers, and don't ever assume the role of being a lawyer. And I think that's pretty fair. That's pretty cool. When you deal with contracts, and you just really speak into what the contract is. We do that a lot in sales now, right? Our lawyers that make these contracts, and all we're really doing is speaking to the terms as to what it is, and then that end user has to have their lawyers take a look at it to make sure it fits lawyer world, right? Same thing when you helping someone buy a home. If they're really trying to get a deep understanding of what's going on in the contract, then the best thing to do is have a lawyer explain it to them. We are really just speak to the points. Hey, this is what this point means. This is what this point means. If they have further questions, don't don't act like a lawyer. Have a lawyer take a look at it and explain it to them. Oh, that's pretty fair. Pretty fair. So I think that's pretty cool. This is a big contract, man. I remember when I was wholesaling homes, man. We was doing stuff on like 1-page contracts, man. This right here is hefty. It's 11 pages, but super cool, super cool. On the mortgage deal, so there's several different types of financing that's available, right? You have seller financing, you can do that. There's conventional financing. There's Texas Veterans loans. There's FHA insured financing. There's VA guaranteed financing. USDA guaranteed, reverse mortgages, and then like I said, seller finances, other finances, cash, stuff like that. So you have this third party financing addendum that we have to add to the sales contract. So man, when you get through, man, we got pages and pages of stuff, man, to close these deals. And so people wonder, like, man, why what are you paying a real estate agent for? Is this helping you have A to Z covered? I remember both properties that we bought without a real estate agent, and I'll tell you, I really think it would have made a difference, especially at the property we're at now, to really look at and pay attention to things that are proposed in the contract towards me. That's unilateral. Well, I mean, it's still a bilateral contract, but it's catered for that seller's best interest, and it's not catered for the buyer's best interest, right? And so you need someone who can look at that and say, hey, no, pay attention to this point here, because there could be something there, right? And I definitely learned a lot as to why it's been good to have a real estate agent. When I sold my first property, we actually sold it with a real estate agent, and I was so glad that we did, because the neighbors over there were terrible, and they were harassing us, man. And it ended up being a neighbor who bought it from us, and I was so grateful that we had a real estate agent to do the negotiating for us, because they tried to come in on the back end like, hey, dude, we can do this on our own. You don't need a real estate agent. I was like, nah, bro. No, we are using an agent. I would gladly paid my I think it was like three some percent or so for the agent to do the negotiation, because we got a good deal out of it. We made some money enough for us to again buy another property. So a couple of things I just want to share just from where I've been with the journey so far. I probably say over the last couple of weeks, I got distracted, right? When I was learning about how real estate investment trusts are created, and it really sparked this dream that I had back in the day about wanting to start wanted to start something that's big like that, right? Like a fund or something. And man, it was so exciting to just get that dream rekindled, right? And but it sent me down this whole path of investing, and I was looking into the real estate investment trust, and then I started looking into day trading, and like maybe I could do some day trading while I'm working on my real estate. And let me tell you, man, maintaining the distractions has probably been the hardest thing with trying to make this transition. Like staying focused on the goal. I had some friends, present some other opportunities for me when it comes to investing, and again, all great opportunities, right? All great. But when you have a goal, you need to focus on a goal. And I think one thing I've done poorly over the years is just get so distracted, just squirrel, and not complete the task at hand, right? And so, and then I was at church the other day, last Wednesday, and I was so grateful, man, just to get a word from the Lord, and really confirming what it is that we're doing, and it was just go in the way of peace, and it was so confirming, because that is how the Lord has always led me over the years. He's never led me by fire crazy, right? And that's not everybody's story, but this is me and his relationship. He has always been a way of peace, and so I was so glad to have that confirmed to me, that this right here, when I'm studying this stuff, when I'm talking about real estate, and I'm talking about buying homes, flipping them, selling homes, making videos that's related to real estate, related to business, related to making career changes, stuff. Doing this right here. This is peace, man. I have so much peace doing this. I know it's right. I know it's a conversation that needs to be had. I know people want to do more out of their life, right? And they just want to see someone who's there with them, man, taking that next step. Is there somebody else out there that's taking the same step, who's going through the same challenges, who's up 2-3 in the morning with their kid, with the baby, who has an adult kid, an adult transitioning kid, right? And just have, who's the girl dad, right? Like all these things, man. I'm real. I'm a person, right? And we're trying to do something better for our family. And we're walking this journey out, and there's roadblocks and there's challenges, but there is a peace that God has placed on me with this particular path. And even with all our adventures, with us traveling, even when I left the job the first time, man, it was like, it was peace, just bam, man, we out of here, gone. Bought an RV, didn't know how to drive one, and we hit the road, and it was peace, and we learned. And even though we had challenges, there was still a lot of peace behind it, man. We was excited, man, for the journey, for the adventure. So I still get that excitement. I get that excitement when I'm just sitting here talking with you about getting into real estate and doing real estate full time, man. God put real estate in our heart. 2016, He put real estate in our heart, and we went for it. We did it. Learned a lot, fell forward, and this time I don't feel the push I don't feel the leading to go the real estate investor wholesaling route to get to this expected end, to get to this investor end. I see it as I see it is on the retail side. And selling homes and helping people find homes, helping people find their dream homes, and helping other realtors become good realtors, helping other people who helping other real estate agents become great agents, right? I've been in a career of sales for 10 plus years. Every job I've had has been sales, and I think it's brought me all to this point to be able to be an excellent seller, and to be able to coach to sales and reading people and helping folks feel comfortable with the process that they won't get to a place of buyer remorse, right? That you can anticipate how they're feeling during this transaction. I've lived it for 10 plus years in my normal career. While I work with people, even though they have big budgets, I'm still working with people, and that thread goes all the way through. You know, this is a big purchase. When folks want to buy homes, this is a big purchase. It's a big investment. For some, it's their first time. Even for others, it's their second time. You know, maybe they sell their home and they buy another home. And all this stuff has, for whatever reason, right? Whether it be a life circumstances or they're moving to another job, or maybe they lost a loved one, maybe whatever it is, you know, there's a reason that they're selling a home, or there's a reason that they're buying a home. Helping them get through that process to get to this expected end, and doing it with the most grace that they can have, but also, you know, to get the most out of it, especially if you represent the seller, to get the most out of this transaction, because they need to, you know, they're selling for whatever reason they are, and they want to make the most amount of money out of it, right? So I'm excited about this journey, and I just wanted to share it with you as I'm going through. So today, it's the day at the Valentine's. I think my wife is learning how to can at one of our friends, and one of the babies is asleep, and so, you know, the other ones are doing their thing. So I'm just trying to knock out some sales training, knock out some real estate agent training to get there. So just want to stop and share that with you, and let you know I'm still on the journey. I'm still working this thing out. We're still getting there. Remove distractions. Every time distractions come, don't squirrel. Stay focused on the goal. Keep at it. Keep going, and you're going to get there. So, Roland Thomas, I'm out. Y'all have a blessed day, and this was